Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Just talk to you guys about a few things before we get started. Owen and myself will be making a handful of videos here at CrossFit Burleson over the next few weeks. Just general mobility. Hopefully this is something that you can implement into your daily routine. If you can, great. This is going to help you out so much with everything we've got going on in the gym. If not, just keep up with what you can, and you'll still be a better person for it. We'll go ahead and get started.
Alright guys, so this is Coach O here. Got Coach John as our demonstrator, and what we're going to talk about is opening up the overhead position. So generally when we do this, we go with a single loop on the band, okay? And we're just kind of covering the setup here. And so as you can see, he's got the band looped, and he's going to go ahead and put his hand through. Either way, we're going to wear this thing like we would a watch. And so notice how the band there is right on top of the wrist, and then you reach down with that neutral hand and grab the band, okay? So this is one way to do this, but we want to maximize that, and so we want to get more tension on that band, so we're going to double loop it here. Same setup, nothing changes. He's going to reach through, grab the band. All right, important thing to remember is we need to maintain neutral position, okay? So I'm going to pan around here, and we're going to see Coach John, pretty hair and all. All right, so he's standing tall, neutral from the top of the head all the way to the base of the spine. Okay, and we're going to extend that arm overhead, load the band up with tension. All right, and this is where we can maintain that position and hinge at the hip, okay? So he's going to drive his head through to replicate that overhead position. Now, in addition to that, we're going to create external rotation. So you can create external rotation without the addition of that hand, okay? But we want to maximize that as much as possible, okay? So now he's going to add that hand in there, create that external rotation. As far as the rep scheme here, what we're looking like is about 15 to 20 second holds with a 5-second relax. Okay, so he's going to shake it out, and then he's going to go back into that stretch for another 15 to 20 seconds, and this time it should be a lot deeper. Okay, so in all, we're looking for about 2 minutes of mobility on that single side, and then we're going to switch sides and repeat. Okay, setup's the same on the left side. Create that external rotation. Hold. Remember, neutral position here. And relax. All right. Again, 2 minutes. We want to try to accumulate on each side. All right, and that's it.
All right, guys, we're back. Owen's going to be doing some demonstrating. I'm going to be talking to you guys through this. We're going to focus on a piece that we'd want to add on to after that shoulder mobility, just the upper back or thoracic spine. What he's going to do is he's going to sit on the floor in front of a foam roller. A PVC pipe roller works best. It's a lot more dense. He's going to go ahead and lean back on that. He's going to lay back. He's going to set that PVC pipe up right at the base of the scapula or shoulder blades. Okay, what he's going to do there, his hips are going to be in contact with the floor. He's going to try and maintain a good neutral spine. He's not going to lay over it and let his midline collapse or also stay in this crunched position. So he's going to try and stay rigid through the midline. He's going to start off by giving himself a big bear hug. He's going to wrap his arms around his back as best as possible, trying to line the shoulders up in line with one another. What he's going to do here is he's going to roll from left to right or side to side and just start to work through some tightness. It's going to kind of hit the lats a little bit, which is a big factor in overhead mobility, tight lats. Okay, but he's also hitting rhomboids. He's just going to spend some time. You can see he's not moving very quickly, just shifting side to side about 15 times or so. Now, some of you may be tighter than others. If it's extremely painful, you can spend a little bit more time there and just gently loosen that up. But again, that's going to be our first thoracic spine mobility piece there. That's going to start to get everything loosened up for overhead position. All right, our next piece, we're going to keep that same position as before. So we've got the bear hug on. Placement of the PVC pipe is the same, right below the shoulder blades. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into, he's just going to lay back over that PVC pipe. He's gonna go into extension. He's gonna spend some time there for a second, keeping his hips in contact with the ground. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna go into flexion. And so like a little baby crunch there. He's just gonna work through that nice and slowly, about 15 times, okay? It's gonna take you about a minute and a half or so to work through that. Now what you can do is adjust that PVC pipe slightly. Obviously this is dependent upon how you feel, but you can spend a little bit more time there in some other areas. Key points though here is keeping the hips in contact with the ground, not laying over the lower back and giving up the midline. All right, in our last piece for the day, we're gonna still spend some time on the upper back, thoracic spine to help out this overhead position. He's gonna stay with that PVC pipe at the base of the scapula. He's gonna open up the arms, extending the arms. He's gonna reach up and overhead, keeping the neutral spine. Notice his back is still flat. He's gonna reach his thumbs toward the floor, and then he's gonna come back forward and reach pinkies down to the floor in front of him. He's gonna go through that 3 times really slowly. Notice his hips are staying in contact with the ground. Coming back. You may lose some spinal position through that, and we just want to readjust before every rep. After 3 reps, he's gonna work his way down just about an inch, and he'll go through another 3. And what he's gonna end up doing is he's gonna work himself all the way up, moving an inch at a time, all the way till he's at the top of the shoulders, or shoulder blades. So it's probably gonna be about 8 to 10 passes with 3 reps at each position. All right, I hope this helps you out, guys. Again, spend a few minutes on this every single day, and you're gonna feel your overhead position just open up for you. 2 thumbs up for your mobility. 2017 is gonna be a good year. Have fun, guys.
All right, take care.